All right, let's roll into it. It's the favorite time of the week for all four of our viewers.
It's the favorite time for us,
Really
unless
getting our
we have a really bad week and then we're sad.
yeah, really getting the mileage out of that joke. The Pixo-Pain, the week 7 reckoning. Sorry again, we're late, but
Deal with
Halloween, man.
Yeah,
I had
it's
to
stuff
do that.
It's
Yeah,
stuff.
I can't drink on Halloween, or at least accomplish work of any kind. So, what game should we start with? What's a game we both missed? Oh God, I know where to start.
Where?
Detroit at Atlanta.
What the hell, Atlanta?
Goddamn.
You guys
Atlanta.
pissed me off so hard.
Oh, first and foremost, what we will be drinking will be a fine Smirnoff blueberry. Yeah, that'll
Blueberry.
blueberry.
Yeah. Atlanta is like my kryptonite, dude. Like, every time I pick them,
They are frickin' curve wreckers.
they
I
lose.
hate them.
Every single time I don't pick them, they win. And I didn't pick them a lot because I knew they kind of sucked. Fucking Atlanta.
Dude, the shame about this is Atlanta invents new ways to lose. They honestly controlled the game pretty well against Detroit. And what Matt Ryan told Todd Gurley, do not get into the end zone. And then Todd Gurley fell forward into the end zone. Like,
Still, dude, like, your defense can't stop them for 1 minute.
that is, yeah. I mean, Matt Stafford has a crazy amount of fourth quarter comeback drives, but
For 1 minute, though. Like,
at the
come
very
on,
least,
dude.
just freaking. What's crazy about it is it's almost like he forgot because the guy was tackling him. He's like, oh, shoot, points. But, dude, you got to play smart. That's the thing.
That would have won the game right there, that first down.
Yeah.
So,
Because you would have got in the end zone, clearly. But all you had to do was at least make sure to milk at least 30 more seconds. But no. Atlanta is a curve wrecker, and then I got overconfident about the Detroit Lions the upcoming week, and I goddamn fuck the Falcons, man. Fuck
let's
the
go on
Falcons.
to the next game.
What's another game we both missed? We actually did pretty good this week. I had 5, you had 3. Tennessee and Pittsburgh. Most overrated undefeated team I've ever seen has to be Pittsburgh.
You know what Pittsburgh reminds me of? Was that year Tim Tebow was starting for the Broncos and they were undefeated for a while, but they were awful.
Yeah.
I don't think Pittsburgh's awful, but I do think they're like the most overrated undefeated team.
Yeah, I will
ever.
stand by that till the day I die. I don't think Pittsburgh's a bad team. We said they are probably making the playoffs, and clearly right now they are.
Soft schedule, dude.
But it is a soft schedule. The Browns are making the frickin' playoffs too. Like, I knew the Steelers would do fine, but the thing about this game was Tennessee was the better team. They just started poorly, and in the
Dude,
NFL
Tennessee-
that happens.
Tennessee played an abysmal first half. Had that game gone to overtime outside of a missed kick or just been a little bit longer, Tennessee wins.
Yeah,
They essentially shut out Pittsburgh in the second half.
yeah.
They couldn't stop Tennessee in the second half.
Outside of kicking one field goal, and turns out that was the difference maker. I mean, the Titans spotted them a lot of points. But, hey, mistakes happen every week. It's just, it was unfortunate the Titans fell to the Steelers, especially at home. Especially when they had all the momentum to win. It was one of those things. They couldn't stop Derrick Henry. Like,
That's my
it was
point, dude.
crazy.
They couldn't stop them in the second half, but whatever.
It's just one of those games where it's like, our logic was sound, but we were ultimately wrong. And then Steelers fans say we're haters. But I still stand by it. It's just right logic, wrong outcome.
Go
But I
next
don't
game.
expect the Steelers to go far in the playoffs. I still say they're overrated. Well, I'll take a shot for one of these. My other curve wrecker, the Bears and the Rams.
Why'd you pick the Bears?
My grandpa told me I was a hater.
But they
And I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, I am kind of being mean to the Bears.
I respected the Bears' defense, but
That is it. And I didn't think the
But-
Rams' offense would do well because Goff sucks under pressure, as evidenced by this last week. But, you know, the Bears just couldn't get it done.
the Bears' offense couldn't get it done. What did they score, like 9 points or something like that?
I think it was like 24-10. Like, it was pretty
Pretty
vanilla.
decisive win.
It was 24-3. Like, it was a garbage time touchdown. But yeah, the Bears just didn't look very good. It took till I think the second half for anyone to generate a sack at all, and then it just all came unglued in the second half. Straight up, the Chicago is basically like my Falcons. Every time I pick for them, I'm wrong. Every time I pick against them, I'm wrong. Those two teams have contributed to at least half my shots this year. It's awful.
Dude, same.
It's awful. I
I
hate
pick
it.
against Chicago a lot and they win.
Yeah, well,
Pick
you didn't have
against
to take that shot right there. But Foles looked like crap, and it's the same reason I didn't,
It's because I think they're overrated also.
Yeah, I don't think there's another team that's 5-2.
5-2.
Yeah, that I disrespect as much as I do there. And I don't mean to be a jerk. It's just the offense is non-existent more than half the time. And then something happens that convinces us they're okay, like a Falcons collapse. Or Tom Brady forgetting how to count. It's just, they're hard. They're so hard, and I hate it. But,
All right, go to the next game.
we'll get your last shot out of the way.
All right,
New
go.
England and San Fran. Even though it was in New England, how'd you feel being that wrong about that game?
Oh boy, I wasn't even close to right.
No. Apparently, COVID matters.
It doesn't matter. I thought that San Francisco was pretty banged up, and Belichick could probably scheme something up out of his ass, but not that day.
No, not even close.
What
They
was it,
suffered
33-6 or
their
something
yeah,
like
their
that?
Belichick's worst loss at home ever.
Dude, they might be tanking this year at this point.
They might be very.
Their schedule is pretty brutal for how they're looking right now. Should be able to beat the Jets twice, but after that, look at their schedule, dude. It's pretty brutal.
I mean, after that, their Week 17 game is the Jets, but yeah, it's not an easy schedule now that the Dolphins, the Bills, the AFC West, the NFC, also West.
Dude, the Patriots might be like 4-12.
That'd be hilarious.
They might be awful.
And they've earned it. Congrats, Pats fans.
Would you even be upset if you're
No,
a Patriots
God,
fan?
I'm not even hiding my bias. I hate the Patriots.
If you were a Patriots fan, would you just be like, we won a lot of Super Bowls, screw it?
Yeah, but
Good draft pick.
if I was a Patriots fan, I'd probably be greedy and money hungry too, or win hungry. So I'd probably be dying of starvation right now, even though like one
Why
good win a
haven't we
year,
won that much
one
yet?
good win a year sustains me. But I mean, if I was a New England fan, I'd be pretty
I'd be
spoiled.
scared.
Yeah,
I'd be scared.
if
Should
I was
they press the panic button?
dude, they should have
Yes.
smashed that shit like 3 weeks ago.
All right, next game.
Yeah, this one is one for me. Seattle at Arizona. Hey, props to Arizona on this one. That was a good game. Probably the game of the year. And Russell Wilson, arguably, got outdueled by Kyler Murray. I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Man, Kyler Murray's been freaking pretty good.
I'll
But,
admit when I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Like, Russell Wilson had over, 400 yards alone, but he threw 3 INTs and Kyler Murray threw 1.
I think I was one of the only people that picked Arizona, too.
Props
I just
to
had
you.
a feeling it's going to happen. I just have a feeling Seattle's going to get upset again this week, but whatever.
Really?
Buffalo, yeah. I picked them.
Oh, yeah, right. In our video just before this. God, we're late. But, yeah, I mean, Seattle played a great game. And it just
dude.
goes to show that Seattle really... It's good.
That
The
was an
path
awesome
to
game,
Seattle
man.
making the Super Bowl is going to be paved by coin tosses, just basically because only very few teams can compete with them. It's either going to take a super strong defense or a comparable strong defense paired with a strong offensive showing. So basically, this game was an eye-opener in that sense.
Russell Wilson's playing better than Patrick Mahomes this year, dude.
Yeah. You scored 34 points and still lost. You know, it was a crazy game. And DK Metcalf chasing down that shit. Arguably,
cool. That was cool.
that game shouldn't have even gone to overtime. Arguably,
Dude, I think Arizona could have put it away sooner.
because
honestly.
they missed that kick.
No, but before that DK Metcalf thing where he chased
Oh,
Baker down.
what would have been the pick six, yeah.
It came away with 0 points on that.
Yeah.
So
So props. My little brother I know enjoyed the hell out of that. And I'll get my last shot out of the way. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I picked the Raiders over Tampa Bay. That was on me.
I was wanting. Didn't I pick Las Vegas?
No, you picked Tampa. You had said you had picked the Raiders, but then you switched it. Which, oh wow, you did. You said it in the video. I mean, hell, that's all that matters.
The Raiders' entire O-line was out because of COVID concerns and crap. So if your entire starting O-line's out, I'm not picking you to win, dude. That's brutal.
This is some strong shit. Next week's gonna suck.
8 of those?
Oh, I had 7, so you enjoy that. But yeah, the Raiders went down the field and drove. They scored points early, but then it was close at half. I feel they were maybe a little bit too conservative, and then the game just pulled away. Like, they kicked field goals where they should have went for touchdowns. They punted where they should have tried to convert, and it came down to that. The Tampa Bay defense gave the Raiders fits, and
Tampa won outright, so good on them.
I hate the Bucks because of Brady. One day we'll make a video ripping on that guy. But
next game.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right, so we picked Philly over the Giants. We were right there, but it didn't look like we were for the longest time.
It was a close game.
It was a pathetically close game. Who
Why?
won the NFC least?
Why is that always primetime games?
Oh shit! It's
like the NFL is just like, dude, watch the fucking.
Dude, they love the NFC East primetime games. They love them.
They're always garbage.
They suck.
All of them. No one wants to watch freaking the Giants and the Eagles, or the Giants and the name redactants. And
yeah, my buddy's an Eagles fan, and God, he was talking to me during this game, and he felt bad. And I asked him how he felt, how he won, and he was just like,
"We won,
hooray,
hooray!"
Like he doesn't want to win that division any more than anyone else in that team in that division, I guess.
So
it was a pathetic game.
How many wins will the Eagles have to win that division? Like 6?
Oh God, I'm hoping for 6. That'd be a record-setting amount.
A record low.
Yeah,
record low setting amount.
Someone's got to win it, but basically. Man, the Giants again showed fight and came up just short. The Giants are kind of like your vanilla, off-brand, second-rate
I just
Chargers.
wonder, what do the Giants
They're competitive, but they just can't do it.
They're competitive.
With worse talent.
I know. So, what do they need to take them over to the top?
I mean, probably a new...
coach?
No, because that's Jerry Jones. They have a new coach... I guess defense? I don't know, man. I kind of just...
They're feisty, but they suck.
It's not worth thinking about that hard. It's like, all right, you guys will figure it out or you won't. I guess I don't care.
They won't. They really won't.
They kind of did it to themselves. I mean, they've been terrible ever since that scandal was like OBJ and that boat, but...
Whatever.
Yeah.
Next game.
Dallas at Wash. Yeah, that one, a lot of people did not pick Wash, but guess what? We did.
We picked Wash.
We
because
saw.
we know the Cowboys might be worse than the Jets.
You know what sucks is I picked them to win the division, but I never expected them to be this bad.
That was also before Dak Prescott's leg fell off.
So. Sure, that's true.
They were better with Dak Prescott, but with Andy Dalton and whoever the new guy is, I don't even know his name. Ben DiNucci.
Yeah.
Awful. Straight up awful.
Yeah, but this came down to one simple reason. Sometimes you can look at a game, take one stat, and be like, oh, that's going to be what's happened. And it was this game, and it was Washington's D-line versus the Cowboys' O-line. And I remember seeing analysts being like, at halftime, like, it's 22-3. Are the Cowboys throwing it by halftime? Yeah, they totally were. They gave up in the first frickin' quarter. It was hilarious. Not hilarious in the sense of haha, but they just...
Cowboys are done, dude.
Yeah, they need something to change. Probably a new owner.
Probably a new coach, almost like Mike McCarthy didn't do anything with Aaron Rodgers, but whatever.
Oh, we did say that.
We did say that.
But I guess we take too many shots per week, even though that's also, we're batting on league averages. But hey, we were right. Green Bay at Houston. How much analysis do we even need on this game? Wasn't even close.
Green Bay thumped Houston hard.
Yeah.
So
I believe it was 35-20, and I believe 14 of those points were garbage time.
No more analysis there.
It really doesn't need much.
Aaron Rodgers is playing as well as any other the elite quarterbacks right now. So
it was the comeback game that the Packers needed after that Bucs loss.
yes, I always tell you, when a good team gets just blown out of the water, humiliated, they usually win the next week.
Yeah, and Houston's not a good team, so when they got humiliated, they weren't going to win. Let's see, what else were we right on? Buffalo at New York. God dang it. This is a game I hate that I was right about. I really want Miami to take that division. But
It's an up.
the Jets had a 10-point lead in the first quarter, and then the
Yeah,
Bills
what the
only
hell, man?
kicked field goals and won.
How the hell do you score
How do you only
18
score
points?
field goals against the Jets?
18 points
Against the Jets.
against the Jets,
Dude,
and they won
yep. Sometimes that is what it is.
because the Jets can only score 10 points. That's the most they'll ever score all year.
All I
That's
can
sad.
say is my
Sad.
team. I desperately want my team to win the division, and this game would have gone a long way at helping that end goal. And God damn it!
It's got to root for the Jets.
Oh God, right? Not anymore. That's out of the way. Bills played them twice. The Jets blew it. You blew it.
Sorry, guys.
It
Just go to the next game. There's nothing to say about that. That was a dumb game.
really was.
I don't know how Buffalo.
That's
didn't
why
move
I
the
think
ball
Buffalo's
better.
not doing that great, and I think they will fall apart. You scored only 18 points against the Jets.
That's divisional.
The least amount of points the Jets have allowed all year was 24 points. Other than that, it was above 30.
Maybe the Buffalo Bills were just yo, let's see if we could beat these guys with only a kicker.
I mean, maybe.
They were like, all right, dude, bet. Come on, let's bet.
They were playing on hard mode.
They're like, all right, we won't score a touchdown. We'll just only kick
we'll
field
beat you
goals.
with a hand behind our back. Let's make this a challenge.
Only field goals, all right?
All right, fair enough.
They're like, oh, shit.
I'll take that.
just
Fair
field
enough.
goals.
Carolina at New Orleans. Surprisingly feisty game for Carolina.
Dude, they came back and tied it multiple times or took the lead in a
Yeah,
few
they
times.
actually
So
did. New Orleans put it away effectively with 11 minutes left, I believe
Yeah.
was when that field goal was. And then the Panthers, milked a good amount of the clock, gave up an untimely turnover. Saints milked the rest of it. And then that was kind of it.
yeah.
Saints had a good game plan, and it comes down to divisional games are weird sometimes. Carolina wanted to play to prove they weren't the team that was falling apart, but the Saints were like, "Yeah, no, you're falling apart, guys," and yeah, that proved it.
Is there any more games?
To what? Oh,
Talk about.
that's all we needed. Okay,
Yeah.
you didn't even talk about that one.
I didn't need to.
I covered it
I
pretty well,
I
didn't
kind
I?
of did. I did talk about
I
it.
covered it pretty well. The surprising good game of the week. Cleveland and Cincy. That game was crazy. You see the highlights?
Baker Mayfield does this weird thing where he gets his ass kicked,
Yep.
then gets criticized,
Yep.
then plays a bad team and has a really good game, and then the cycle continues. He'll just follow it up with another bad game, but
This was an amazing game.
this was a pretty good game. Dude, Joe Burrow is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Joe Burrow playing with absolutely nothing.
With the Bengals
Pretty
O
good.
line, the fact that their offense can score as many points as they can is incredible. Joe Burrow was a knock out of the park. It's just get an O line for God's sake.
Please draft a
I
guys.
enjoy watching talent. He needs it. He has it.
You're gonna get him
he needs
killed.
protection.
Yes, you're gonna get him killed
But
if
this
you don't
was-
give him protection.
This is a crazy good game. 2 lead changes in the fucking final 2 minutes alone. That was awesome. Mayfield
Yeah.
frickin' did it. It was awesome.
Sorry, Bengals. It came up short. It's gotta suck being a Bengals fan this year. Being feisty in every game.
I think there were 7 lead changes in that game at least. It was crazy good.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though. Let's see. Kansas City at Denver. Is there really anything to say about this outside of...
Denver was competitive for about 3 minutes, and then
Were they?
yes,
Okay.
kinda. I mean, it was 0-0. That's tied up.
I mean, this was a game Denver lost on all facets. There was, I believe there was a pick six. There was also a kickoff return. And outside of that, you also allowed at least 28 points to Mahomes, so...
You lost.
It's a team loss. Like, no one should be overly mad.
What was that, like 35-13 or 40-13?
43-16.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
an ass kicking. Sorry, guys.
In Denver, too. Really sad on that note. Didn't we say Denver would suck this year? We did. And I guess this is the last one to talk about. The other surprisingly good game was Jacksonville at LA. See, the Chargers. I mean, you can tell the Jags don't want to be a one-win team, which really makes me wonder how the hell they even have one win given how bad they do in a lot of these games. They were actually feisty. They had the lead several times against the Chargers.
It's probably because they're like, do we risk a high draft pick? Let's just give the lead back to them. Like, let's take it back just to make it a little interesting, and we'll give it back. All right.
It was actually a really interesting game. I enjoyed seeing it, but the Chargers put it away late, and that's all there really was to it. The Chargers, I've never seen a more confusing team. They may even be more confusing than the Falcons and the Bears.
Are they though?
I think so.
Like they're good and bad at the same time.
Yeah. Like,
are they the Jameis Winston of teams?
I don't even know. Is there really any more to say?
No, there's not.
Are you looking forward to Saturday? Because we're late on week 7, but the week 8 reckoning is going to be right on time. That was a bad week.
Shots.
Out of 14 games. Dude, that ruined our averages. You looking forward to it?
I got to go like undefeated the week after
to make up for that balance it out.
Yeah.
Well, I had 7, which is roughly half. But given the amount of upsets...
I thought there'd be more upsets. Come on.
The upsets I picked were not the ones that happened. So...
Come on, upsets.
Sometimes it be that way.
Whatever.
On that note, yeah. Bye.